Hey y'all, praise the Lord. I just came back from Moveable Feast. It's Friday. Get a date. It's a diary, like a review. It's a complaint. It's a video complaint for volunteers like me, veteran volunteers. Wait a minute, it's this is May the 9th. So I got 206 hours to do. Oh, where do I start? I gotta go from now, from the day, and go back. From start from the day and then go back. The day I almost saying make it because I got there late, but I called the volunteer coordinator, called the number, and I told her that I was running late. That I'm walking up there late, right? So no food or nothing, you know, no supermarket of, around here. And I started having the symptoms from the stroke that I had last year, right? And from the left side start hurting. I said, "Oh my God, I don't think I'll be able to make it up there." So the day I posed a volunteer for the afternoon shift from 12:15 to 2:30. But when I got up there, it was like 12:30. So mind you, I had to walk. It's a 30-minute walk from here. 30 minutes. It takes me 30 minutes to walk up there. I got up there, and luckily the chef said, "Oh, I'm I'm only going to have you here for 40 minutes, and I'm going to have you do light work. Nothing like what I had you do the other day. Nothing like what he had me do Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday he had me doing, bending and the being in the refrigerator room, putting the meals in that Baylor belt. So fast forward. So the day, like after the chef had me putting items in the bag, and what else? Had me putting items in the bag and filling bags. Just doing like pre-packaging stuff, right? So I did that for 40 minutes, like he said, and then I talked to the community outreach girl, Bridget. Child, I don't know what came out of me. I just had a casual. I started having a casual conversation, but then I started just coming up and just venting out all of my concerns, because I was like, you know what? I seen you on the Zoom meeting, because they had a Zoom meeting a couple of weeks. I'm trying to find the thing when they had the Zoom. I could tell because I put it on my thing. Oh, it was April the 29th. A Moveable Feast town meeting. It was at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on Zoom with the CEO and with a few other volunteers, and it was the outreach lady. So the day I told her that I ain't say nothing because she ain't say nothing. And I've been volunteering and Moveable Feast since 2018. You know, really more than that, and they messed my hours up. So I've been through three volunteer coordinators, and I was there volunteering multiple times doing like office work, filing and clerical stuff. Before they had the volunteer room and all this other stuff new. Okay, so yeah, they ain't had no y'all thing. They ain't had that, so I ain't get full credit hours. And I let that go. I let that go. But anyway, that stuff that they said at the Zoom meeting, I'm sitting there looking like, okay, this some bullshit. And I was thinking, oh, please don't let my face show what I'm thinking. You know how you get on the Zoom and you can cut the camera off. But anyway, y'all, then the CEO was saying all this stuff about the clients, or sad and upset because of with the meals and stuff like that. They concerned about their meals, and then she was. I wrote notes during the Zoom meeting, but I threw that shit away. I threw the notes away because I was like, ugh. And then the CEO was saying they get their funding federal. They don't get their federal funding directly from the federal government. It goes through the city, Baltimore City, and then she was saying about the she was saying about the waiting list. That's the part that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. That's the part that pissed me off. But I ain't saying nothing because I was like, last year when I had my stroke last year and had the heart surgery, that a social worker at the hospital said she pulled the application that said that I wasn't eligible. So I'm like, so what? I gotta be dying, practically dead to be eligible. Okay, so then when the CEO said about there's a waiting list, 200 people on the wait list, but they still they still accepting applications for their services. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so that's why. Which don't make it right because being a volunteer and make it over 100 hours before I got sick. They should have had gift cards from Amazon. Those that they get the 100 hours. Give them meals. Let them take those meals home, or have food. Feed the volunteers that's there during the morning shift. They get up there early in the morning, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11:30, working their ass off. They don't feed them, and they don't feed. But then they'll see emails saying We gonna feed you. You get up there, they don't have nothing. They don't have no breakfast. They don't feed you. They don't have no snacks, no breakfast, no nothing. What they give you after you work that shift, they work you like a slave. They work you like a slave with con, those old conveyor belt machines. Oh my, y'all. Oh my God. I was pissed. I'm listening to the Zoom. I'm like, this is some sure enough bullshit. They lost their funding because of how they treat their volunteers. And the clients don't know that. If the clients knew how they devalue and how they treat the volunteers and how they treat the ones that's been there the longest, they wouldn't take the meals. They would not take the meals. That's why. That's why. That's why they losing their funding or things is happening like that. I didn't seen things in the kitchen. I didn't see regular staff that work there leave. They quit or they whatever reason, retired, whatever. It was a couple of times I was so pissed off. I had to take a break. I had to take some months. I had to take some months, and then I came back, and it was a new staff. Then I had to readjust to that. Readjusted that. Then I readjust. Then last year I got sick, so I had to take some months away. You know, but when I came back, it's like, why do I gotta practically beg or I gotta explain what happened to the chef? Explain to her, this is going on. I'm in a food desert. I'm walking up here. It's 30 minutes. That's a 30-minute walk, and I ain't got no food in the house. No healthy food, and they ain't letting me get the meals because they say they saying that the stroke wasn't severe enough or my heart condition wasn't severe enough. Irregardless, 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 something is wrong with that. Irregardless. And they so quick to send them emails, urgent. We need volunteers. The hell you do? You need volunteers to use them to cut corners, to cut the budget, to take advantage of the volunteers. You have a big old painted sign in the volunteering. We love our volunteers. That's some bullshit. No, you don't love your volunteers. You take advantage of your volunteers for free labor, warehouse free labor. It ain't hard work. It's easy remedial work. You go over and over, and it's different groups from different backgrounds. Young people, senior citizens, older people. You got people from different groups from different companies and stuff. coming in there, volunteering for whatever reason, and you know what my situation is, and don't get a rat's behind. We really appreciate you. We miss you. You know, you've been here volunteering like you stayed 3 to 5 years. Okay, then pay me, compensate me, show some real, show me some real love. Let me tell only one time the chef and which comes make a best. Wait a minute, I'ma show you what they did. I'ma show you myself. He made this thing that y'all can see. Oh man, y'all can. He made this cart. I can't. Wait a minute. I can't. Y'all can see the cart. Y'all see this cart? Oh shoot! It's a cart, and he put a crate on the cart. I can't turn the. Can y'all see that? It's a cart. Well, anyway, he made that because I ain't bring my shopping cart with me, and then the chef put some meals in there. You know, put some meals, some fruit and vegetables and stuff, and that lasted me for that weekend. It lasted me for that weekend, and she said for me to let her know if I need any help. But you know what? Bottom line is this: the point that I'm making, and and the point that I said before I got sick. That's something they should do for all of the volunteers that's been there over 100. You get this apron. Wait a minute, I'll be right back. All right, I'll be back. This is my first apron that I got. When I got my first 100 hours. This is the old logo, okay? And it had my name on it, Moveable Feast, okay? And it got all this lint and stuff on it, but this is the first apron. They work your ass to death for an apron. No food, no meals, 100 hours. All that stuff you gotta go through. You gotta go through all that. And even back then, when I got this apron, they had the Amazon waiting list. They was asking for items for their clients, Amazon wish list and all that. But meantime, they ain't free the damn volunteers. You work that shift, bust your ass, working that shit, and they say, "Oh, we got so many." Oh, they get the group together and they say, "Oh, congratulations, we done did so many meals." We did this and this and meals. Okay, and that seemed fine. And then they give you them buffalo chips, snacks, them damn snacks, kitty snacks and shit. They give you them snacks at the Red Cross. When I volunteered at the Red Cross, at the main one on Mount Royal Avenue, they would do the same shit. They would treat treat their volunteers like slaves and shit, you know. And then you find out what goes on inside the organization, you know. But at least with the Red Cross, when they had their meetings, you get credit. They give you volunteer credit on your volunteer login thing. You know, that's like with the Zoom meeting that happened on April. They should have gave the volunteers credit. You know, gave them volunteer hours for signing on at 6 o'clock at night, taking the time to get on there. Whether it was a short meeting or a long meeting or whatever. But no. Call me crazy, call me whatever. And then, that girl I was talking to the day that the community thing, she said, I see your concerns and stuff like that. Well, you shouldn't volunteer. You need to take a long break. And I say, yeah, but yeah, that's true. Take a long break. But I should be compensated too. Yeah, but you a volunteer. Yeah, but volunteers should not be taken advantage. Well, I'm sorry if that's how you feel. No, that's facts. Those are facts. And she said, well, you should put it in writing. You should put it in writing and then send it to the coordinator, and then for the coordinator to give it to the CEO. Because I was like, do you think I need to talk to the CEO directly? Because that's crazy. That is messed up. And another thing that I said, that I put application in more than once, twice, to work there, because I was like, okay, I'm volunteering and everything. I saw the job listing, and I put my application in, and then I told my son's father, and I told my son, and my son was like, you know what? They want free labor. They want you to be a free laborer. They want you to keep volunteering. They ain't going to hire you because they want to keep using. They want you as free labor. They be making jokes and stuff back there. Oh, good, Crystal, come there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, Crystal, stay till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We like you. We miss you. Okay. If 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 you miss me that much and you want me to come more, then you ain't paying me nothing. Then you should compensate me with meals. Send me home every week. Every time I come up there and volunteer, let me take some meals home. Provide a lift. You see, I'm walking up that motherfucker, and it take me 30-minute walk. Pick me up by a lift up there and a lift back home. That's another thing that pissed me off. Was a couple of times I walked all the way up there and they said, oh, kitchen closed. I said, ain't this a bitch? Oh, I'm sorry. And then then the chef gave me a bag of chips. Y'all, and only one, I can say only one time last year, they had a holiday bag thing during Thanksgiving on a Saturday. And they email everybody, we gonna feed you. And they had a continental breakfast thing with danishes and juice and stuff like that. Only that one time. But they ain't offered to give the volunteers like us with these aprons. They offer to say, you know what? Take a holiday. They ain't do that shit. That shit make me want to cry. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I am not lying. This was last year. When I was going through all that, I told the coordinator what I was going through. I told the chef. And even that weekend, the CEO was in the kitchen. Say, oh, you can take some grapes home. I was like, what the fuck? Y'all, you can take one of them holiday bags home. That's what they should have done without no application for services or nothing like that. Shoot, I earned that. I earned the services. Don't need no application. Them damn 100 hours, 2 aprons. Ooh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is so many things that I went through in there. And then back when the chef Demetrius was in that motherfucker, and he would blame me for dumb shit. And I said, you know, I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more. I'm taking a break. Y'all, that's not how you treat, that's not how you do your volunteers. Then what's come gave me this apron with a card. This was last year. When I came back, after I had the heart surgery with the fluid around my heart and the stroke, and I came back, she gave me an apron and a card with the new logo on it. I mean, that's nice and everything, but that is not, that's not right. That is not right. I even told my therapist, I talked to my therapist, I have phone therapy on the phone, and I have PTSD and the stroke and stuff, and the symptoms of the stroke. Y'all, I told my therapist about this bullshit. She said they need to be ashamed of themselves. They need to be that that's taking you for granted. That's not right. And I was like, why am I still talking about it? She said, because it bothers you. You don't like being used. That bothers you. And even my neighbor's husband around here said, hey, Crystal, how you doing? And I told him, he said, they ain't paying you. I said, nope. He said, that ain't right. That is not right. But I keep going, not because of them motherfuckers, but because I believe in what the vision, what their mission is, and what their vision is. And it's probably the same reason why some of the stay they work there stay. They ain't staying there because that's a good organization or a good place to work. They staying there because they believe in the mission, believe in helping others, and da 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 da. But I'm telling you now, if they keep doing what they doing, they gonna find more than just we can't get no funding. God gonna shut that place down. They gonna lose their jobs. They gonna lose jobs. The clients gonna lose their services, the meals, all because of how did they mistreat their volunteer, all because of how they devalue or don't appreciate their valuable, their veteran volunteers. Sure, you want to take a picture of it and put it on the wall, but that ain't shit. And you gonna cut it, but you ain't got volunteer here, true, but you ain't got to treat us like no slaves either. This ain't the Prince of Egypt. You know, like my oldest son said, if they want to be the Prince of Egypt, let them. I bust out laughing. But it's funny the way he said it, but it ain't funny. You doing them a favor. I'm doing what I'm doing to get out the house. I'm a senior citizen. I'm going on 55 years old in August. And I done already registered, for June. Let's see, I'm looking at the thing. May, June, and let's see. May, June, and lie. But I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Between now and August, August, I'm seriously thinking about just completely quitting because this is abuse. It's abuse. It's a form of labor, and it's abuse. That's what it is. And I volunteered at Johns Hopkins and what's his name? Red Cross. They can at least. This what Moveable Feast should do for the volunteers. They should have a point system. Like, okay, you gotta get 100 hours, whatever. They should have it where each time you volunteer, you get points. You get a number amount when you get prizes and you get points, just like how the Red Cross do. When you donate blood and you got the app on your phone, and it tell you if you donating for sickle cell, whatever, and you don't donate, you get a gift card. You get the Tango thing, and then you can choose from that what you gonna use your gift card for. But you get points added up. So each time you go to Moveable Feast, each time that's an incentive, and it's something that benefits, something that gives back to the volunteer that they earning, and they keep going and they keep going, and it's something that they can use. Like what I do with the donate blood, I go to the thing at Rutland Avenue, Johns Hopkins, and they do the blood pressure thing and they did screening, and sometimes I can't get past that part, but I still get my a gift card because I showed up. Because I went there, the same. It should be the same motherfucking thing for a Moveable Feast. The same goddamn thing. That's why that shit is falling. That's why that shit is falling down. Shit is falling down. It ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking grants with the federal government and the going through the city. That was some sure enough bullshit. That was some bullshit if I heard it. That's only the salesman pitch. That's only what the CEO wants you to hear. That's not the full truth. That ain't the full truth as to why what's going on is going on. If you treat the volunteers right, they will have good morale. They will want to come up there. You ain't got to send no motherfucking emails urgent. They will come up there because they know they being compensated. They know they getting something to help them. You feeding them. You actually got a meal, something for them to eat. A meal. You ain't got to know their business. You ain't got to know the volunteers' business. They ain't got to beg you. They ain't got to fucking beg you. Ask you, can you help me, help me, help me? Beg you for something. That's crazy. That is humiliating and it's crazy and it's wrong. I said it. I volunteered the Red Cross and at Johns Hopkins. They gave a lunch. They actually, that Johns Hopkins, Rutland Avenue, Red Cross. They actually, when you volunteer, they give you a box lunch with a sandwich, a bag of chips, and a soda. It's a box lunch that you can eat there or you take it home with you. And then when you, because I was greeter, a greeter with the refreshment thing, when you donate the blood, they give you the little cookies and the stuff. The same bullshit that Moveable Feast do for the, they do that for the volunteers. And I volunteered the Red Cross, and I was in that not the one at Rutland Avenue, but the main Red Cross. And they had a big old like warehouse thing and had all their snacks, all that stuff in there, and the computers and stuff, and all the stuff in there. Y'all, that's not how you do. If you keep doing people wrong, bad karma. If you do wrong, bad karma, shit come back. You get that shit back on you. I done experienced that so many times where companies and supervisors mistreated me, and then I left, and then the whole goddamn company shut down. The whole damn hospital gone. The whole damn hospital, the whole damn chain, the whole goddamn a store gone, out of business, all because of how they mistreated me. I ain't saying I'm all that, but then again I am, because I'm a child of God, and you can't treat me any kind of way. You can't mistreat me. Rather, I'm volunteering. You can't treat me any kind of way. There's a reason why I keep going there. There's a reason why I keep going to Moveable Feast other than getting out the house. It's a reason for it. You don't know, rather, my presence was helping those clients to heal up. While I'm making them damn meals or putting the labels on, or putting the seasoning in, and I'm in there praying, I'm in the kitchen praying. But damn, I'm saying, so y'all, ooh, I know I'm cussing and all that, but y'all, that's why I'm making this video, because I know if I put it in writing, it ain't gonna come out. It ain't gonna come out the way, with the same amount of passion, or the way, it ain't gonna come across the way I feel. They need to see my face and see my pain. Just like how they sent that damn video with the chef saying, we appreciate you, Valentine. Oh, we thank you, Valentine. And he was brilliant, brilliant. That was nice. Oh, that was nice. Oh, yeah. Without you, Valentine, we can't do this and that. You are like the oil that make this thing fun. Okay, we the oil. We like the anointing oil. But you don't take advantage of our oil. You don't play, because one day all of us volunteers is going to say, fuck this shit. All the volunteers is going to say, you know what? Since you can't do nothing without us, okay, strike, we ain't coming up there. There ain't no feedback, there ain't no suggestion box around there. When we don't show up, then the regular staff got to do what they got to do. And oh my God, that's another thing. That's how you know they cutting the budget, or they just using us. They can hire extra people to do what is 15 volunteers, and then they 15 volunteers for the shift, and you get on it, and it's want to get the 15. So hire 15 people. 15 people in the morning shift, 15 people evening shift, or just 15 people. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Talking about about the federal money. We don't get the federal money. It's cutting out the budget cuts and all that. Shut that bitch. Shut it down. Shut that building. Shut that organization down. Shut the whole motherfucker down. If you can't treat us right, then hey, shouldn't be no volunteers. Shouldn't be no volunteers. If you can't have some kind of incentive like that, I'm saying off the top of my head, the ideas. I've been there 3 to 5. I've been there since 2018. Since before COVID. And I done seen some shit. Y'all, and this cat is what the chef gave me. She said, this was mine, this was mine, and it's a medium, it's a small to medium. But y'all, this ain't shit, and this ain't shit, and this ain't shit. 5 years, okay, that look good on a resume. And I was, looking for jobs and temp agencies and stuff like that. Because the temp agencies kept saying you don't got no work experience. So and then see, which is another thing. This is another thing. How I learned about Moveable Feast. I learned about Moveable Feast from therapist. She said, you need to volunteer and try Moveable Feast. I never heard of it. She said, it's on this and this. So I've been volunteering ever since. Ever since. Y'all. So this is my video feedback review on Moveable Feast as a value volunteer. And it's on my YouTube channel. It's on my, it's on my Bushcom. Y'all, I'm like, and then this is another thing. The day the girl that's the community thing, she gave me organization, a number 2 organization. I got it on the paper, and she wrote it. She said, "Do you got Facebook?" I said, "No." She showed me this place that they give away free food, so I'ma try that. But I told her, Mobile Beast, Movable Beast, Mobile Feast need to do that. They need to do the same thing for their volunteers. What is their excuse? What is their excuse? Y'all. If it's one volunteer like me, did they feel that way? There's gotta be others that feel the same way, but they just, I'm just, they ain't saying shit, I'ma be quiet. I'ma be quiet and I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all, just the whole thing, it make my chest tighten up. They, thank God, y'all. Thank God they ain't hired me because would have quit. I would have been like the other staff member in that kitchen. Yeah, yes, ma'am. I've been just like the other ones that I saw quit. That ain't how you run an organization. That's like the old church I used to go to. That's like, yup, it's just like that. You know, they run a thing, on a tight shift. And the pastor, the only one that do everything, and they don't want to listen to your ideas and suggestions. They don't care about the community. We in a food desert. Give your time, give your money. Just keep give, take. It keep taking, take. I've been there, been at the church since I was 20 something years old, and my son was little. And I got to the point where last year, when the pastor wasn't there at the hospital, he ain't come to visit me. None of the members came to visit me. I said, that's it. It's the same thing like Moveable Feast. That's the same goddamn thing. It's the same shit. The same thing. They don't give a fuck. We gonna use you. You signed up. You know what you got yourself into. Well, not really. Like the first time I signed up in the kitchen. That's one thing about it. You don't never know what you're gonna do next. Every time you go in there, it's a different task. You don't know what they gonna tell you to do. You don't know what the chef gonna have you do each time you go in there. And then you got people telling you different things. You got the cook telling you one thing. You got the chef telling you one thing. You got the other people telling you different things. And then you're like, hold up. I'm doing what the first person said. And then you got volunteers coming in there from different backgrounds and shit. Y'all, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. It teaches you about how to adjust to the workforce and all that and anything like that. But it's not right. It's not a fair environment. It's not a hostile environment. It's not like hostile, but it will break. That kind of environment will break your spirit. It will break you. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna work me to death. That first year, when I was trying to get this apron right here, that first year I had back to back. I was signed up back to back, and I messed my leg. One time I messed myself up so bad. They ain't give no break. There's no fucking thing. They ain't let you go to the bathroom. No bathroom breaks. You working straight through for 3 hours. I messed my leg up so bad. I was in the emergency room, John's house emergency room. I told the doctor, I hurt myself on a job. That's another. They don't give you no. You're a volunteer. If you hurt yourself, it ain't no workman's comp. Oh well, we got free labor out your ass. You hurt yourself, that's on you, baby. We ain't feeding your ass. We ain't looking out for you, none of it. We miss you. We miss you. Yeah. Misusing a motherfucker. That first year was something else. I'm telling you. That first year, getting this motherfucker apron, getting this bitch right here, and that's another thing. They give you a lot of t-shirts. At first, I got so many Moveable Feast, Ride the Feast t-shirts. I got so many t-shirts up there. I'm telling you, this ain't nothing but a uniform. That's all they did. They give you a uniform. You earned that 10 times over. You earned that the first damn week. You earned that motherfucker the first week, not no 100 hours. You earned that bitch the first week. This thing is only $25. They put a card, it's a business card with the girl that make these aprons. And even with that, you can buy your own apron, kitchen, go on Amazon. So, it ain't like they gave you anything. They ain't give you shit. For what you did, y'all, I hope this video strike a nerve. I hope this video convicts somebody. If they don't do no change or whatever because of what I'm saying, then fine, But I hope it prick your heart or you prick somebody else's heart, because if they did that to me, imagine who else they do it to. They gonna keep on doing it, they can get away with it. Keep on doing it till that motherfucker get shut the fuck down. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, y'all, it hurts. That kind of thing hurt. That's probably why what's it come left, because of the mental be, be, because of the mental abuse behind that job. But him working there, he was working fast, and he was helping me training me, and he going in the refrigerator, going off fast, and then I'm looking for him he gone, and then they say he got sick. No, bitch. Y'all ran him out of there. Y'all ran him out of there because of the kind of job, that it is. And he wound up working somewhere else. Oh, he got sick. No, bitch. Sometimes the job, that's like my job, work for the city in the sanitation department as a trash man. And I seen him as a kid go through all that with the trash, like rock TV show, no. And my mom was a nurse. My mom was an LPN, just like that show. And my father would work his ass. He had his hand cut, from the trash, dealing with them rats and all that. And then he had to go through all them years. Then he became a supervisor. Then he was behind the mayor. I'm seeing him on TV. Y'all, for all the stuff my dad went through, had to go through. I mean, he's 78 years old now, but gee. So when the CEO said on the Zoom call, oh, it gotta go through Baltimore City, I said, oh, what the fuck? I said, oh my God. They in trouble because the city ain't shit. Baltimore City is predominantly black city. You know, it's homeless people in the city. It's high crime area, high crime. It ain't no supermarket. It's food desert. You know, got a mayor that's corrupt. We got the police that's corrupt. So Moveable Feast don't give a fuck either. Let's call it what it is. Soon as she said that excuse, soon as she said that bullshit excuse, I was like, oh, this remind me too much like what like what my dad went through. And it stressed him out and it like to kill him all them years. Yeah, he got benefits and all that. The government, he working through the government and city and all that. But now he in his 70s, he ain't got no retirement, he ain't got no retirement money. All them years of laboring and sacrificing, all that. Didn't get appreciated, you working like a motherfucking slave. Working. And being that it's a non-profit organization, Moveable Feast is a non-profit. That make it even worse. Let me get off here. I'm done. I'm done. Like I told, what's his name? I could have went on with the damn Zoom, but I ain't say shit because this is 5 years since 2018. 5 years of frustration and anger and pain and abuse and taken for granted, being taken for granted. You doing them a favor. You helping them out. Your time and your energy and your time and your energy, whatever your reason is for going up there, that's between you and God. That's between you and God. They need to bend over backwards and do what they gotta do. Be creative. They need to have some kind of volunteer day, or for the ones that got the aprons. Fuck the damn aprons. The ones that got that much time, do some kind of incentive. Like I said, they ain't had no party for the people, for the old heads no, they ain't had no party for them. I was like, what? That's messed up. So it's not only is it the volunteers being treated like shit, but the staff is being treated like that too. But it's worse. It's worse for the volunteers. That's like a tip agency. You a temp and you go on a job and you doing what that job don't want to do. So that happened to me a lot of times. They would always try to get me to do stuff that they didn't tell the agency. Had me climbing up ladders and shit. had me doing stuff that they did not describe to the agency, and then the agency would tell me, Crystal, come home now. They would still pay me, and I would call the agency. I said, they got me up here on climbing up ladders, and I would describe the duties that they would do. And then what happened was they called the police. I was like, you know what? I ain't going nowhere till I call my boss, because y'all not my boss. Y'all had to go through the agency. That's who I'm working for. They got me doing this, this, and this, and this, and that. And they were like, you got to get off our premises. All out the blue. And I had my phone on me, had my cell phone on me. And I said, you know what they did? They called the police on this and that. And all because I said that they got me climbing up ladders and stuff. And I got epilepsy. Y'all, that's how Moveable Feast is. Moveable Feast is like that. The volunteers is like the temps. We doing what them motherfuckers don't want to do. That bullshit, you the oil, they keep the thing functioning. Bitch! Y'all, y'all, and you know what's crazy? That store that I was working for that store is gone. That store is not up there, up at Hunt Valley no more. That Sears, up at Sears, they had me in the little back room, filing the stuff in the back, that little storage room. Yup, that bitch is gone. It ain't no matter of fact, Sears went out of business. All because of what? All because of what they fucking. All because of what they fucking do. All because of what? All because of what they do. I can say so many examples. So many examples. That motherfucker gone. It ain't no what's his name up there. It ain't no Sears. They got some other store. Y'all, oh, we see because our client, the same energy, the same vibe you got toward these clients is the same energy you should have for the volunteers that bust their ass and sacrifice. They sacrifice their time, their heart, their spirit. They make sacrifice. I don't know how many times I came up there in the rain, in the snow. I walked up there in bad weather. A few times I said, I can't, I will call, I said, I can't come up there. The weather is too bad. That's okay, Crystal. That's all right. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying about it? Let me get off here. Be blessed.